Hey everybody, this is Don from Major Studio. In this first video, we're going to discuss what makes Shima a ComfyUI workflow system for Stable Diffusion different than maybe other tools that you're used to, and just an overview of the general concepts of how it functions, why it functions the way it does, and basic operation. Then, in later videos, we're going to go through the modules one by one, pick them apart, show you in depth what they do. So let's get right to it. So Shima is an extension of another product that we had, which is Aegis Flow, which turned into Aegis Flow Project Shima, which then eventually just became Shima. Shima is Japanese for island, and there's a reason why we did that. Primarily, the reason is because in Shima, each object is sort of a module, right? So we have a sampler module here, a loader module here, a commons module, which loads a whole bunch of commons stuff. And these all work together, but are completely separate from each other. So they don't really have wires per se, between them, at least not ones that you can see. For that, we combined it with a node suite from Chris Gorringe called Use Everywhere nodes. And what they do is they allow you to make one-to-many virtual connections based off of a variety of parameters. For instance, you can make them target things based off of the group name, the name of the node itself, the input elements within nodes, etc., etc. So let's kind of get back here and show you what that looks like. If we right-click and we go to Show UE Links, you'll see some of those connections in place right here. And these connections are limited by a variety of things. Primarily, we'll pull one of these senders out here, in this case the latent, and we'll see it. This one is going off to any group regex that matches, in this case anything with send1 in the name, and it is applying to any input that happens to have the word latent in its name. And so that's going right there. We'll zip that back up, put it right there, zoom back out. So we can extend this system effectively indefinitely by adding new elements to the screen with simple right-click commands. So let's right-click and node templates, and we will make an FX pipe here, right? And you'll see that those automatically wired up. And let's come in here and we will turn something on. Let's see, we're going to just turn on our Instagram nodes, come down here, and we'll set it to 1977. And we will once again go back to queuing. And what's going to happen is that now this is going to get passed through automatically to this workflow over here, or rather to this module, the FX pipe module. And you can see there, that's happening. If I turn on other objects, like, let's see, or other nodes, like, I don't know, let's just turn on glitch for a second and see what happens. See if we start getting glitches. Yep. So the glitch effect is starting to get applied, etc., etc. And of course, we can go ahead, right-click. These are some extensions that Mortal, our partner in crime, so to speak, our dev partner, has created. So we now have the option with the Aegis Flow utility nodes to remove an entire group with nodes, and it'll become, automatically unwired, right? So the idea between this is that you can either use modules that we've made, and so far we've made quite a few of them. We have IP adapter modules, we have various FX and masking pipelines, we have an iterative upscaler, ultimate upscaler, a faces module, and a segment segs upscaler as well, and you can place any of these, and they will simply wire up and do their business. And the great thing about that is that you spend more time, trying to find that ideal image and less time moving wires around, right? Now, there's nothing wrong with wires, and even now I'm using one right here, a very low impact save image node that normally isn't here. Normally, I would just have these taken care of via the saver module, which we also have. If I go in here, add that. This does a whole bunch of other things. We're not going to go into them now because it'll have a video all on its own. But when I just want something low key and throw away, I might just connect a wired output to a save module, or rather to a save node real quickly, right? So we're going to go ahead and remove that module now. And that's really about it as far as the core concept of the system. So right now, let's go ahead and we'll start at our first module, the commons module, and we'll go from there.